Well, hello, it's time for another episode of the Monday Minute, and here's what I have for you today. Choosing your next board member. You know, nonprofit directors know the importance of their governing board of directors. Your outreach is only as strong as your weakest board member. Problem is that as I have interviewed executive directors from nonprofit organizations from Ohio, Illinois, Idaho, California, Oregon this week, the number one problem mentioned was how to recruit the right board member. Board relations are critically vital to the success of an organization. Broken board relations can kill your organization. As the story goes, many of us know the heartache of choosing the wrong member for the board. We all know how controlling, how beguiling they can be. That is why if you are going to grow your center from where it is today to where you want it to be, you must decide who you will choose and how you will choose the right person for any board position that you ever need to fill. So what would that right board member have to be for your center to be successful? First, some thoughts on choosing good board members. Select people who will attend every meeting. Avoid putting someone that you think you can control on your board, because I promise you, you will never be able to control them. And then 3, make sure that you choose at least 2 or 3 successful business leaders with companies that are compatible to your organization and your board. And then finally, select people who will get along with each other. You know, a nonprofit thrives when it has a board of directors that is committed to your agency's success. Such a board comprises people who are able to provide 3 very critical attributes to your outreach. Number 1, personal passion for the mission of your organization, a commitment to work for the success of the organization by providing time, in-kind, and financial support and public advocacy. And number 3, the ability to free up sufficient time to be active and involved in all leadership activities of the organization. Now look at 3 warning signs that the board is missing some of these key attributes. Attendance is so low that they struggle to have quorums at meetings. Participation is so poor that few board members can be seen at events, performances, or openings. Financial support is so poor that few board members' names appear in the top categories of donors. Board participation and involvement are also public evidence that board members are exercising their true fiduciary duty to support and sustain the mission of the nonprofit organization. It is viewed by some donors and patrons and staff as a demonstration of the board's loyalty and commitment to that nonprofit organization. Look at your annual banquet, for example. Do all of your board members attend, and are they among the majority to be on the list of your major donors? When an organization struggles with board participation and commitment, it needs to put that board's restructuring at the top of its agenda and consider every possibility to have an entirely different board to be recruited. The first place to start is to establish valid and practical expectations. A successful nonprofit board sets high expectations for itself and each of its members, and this is done in several ways. 1, recruit members to specific critical attributes and skills needed by the nonprofit. Number 2, document in writing what is expected by each board member. Number 3, annually review board members' performance and meet each board member to assess his or her continuing interest in the board membership in terms of service. And then number 4, choose a chair or a chair-elect that is able and willing to demonstrate leadership in all key areas: philanthropy, board service, and attendance at programs and events. The key in finding the right people includes board roles and responsibilities, board compensation, and board knowledge, board effectiveness, and board leadership. And you can get all the information in detail about today's topic by simply clicking to download today's free report. Download today's resource and begin improving your own board search for the next right board member that will ultimately lead to the success of your nonprofit organization. Now be sure and feedback and let me hear from you. Thanks for listening to the Monday Minute. Share this report with everyone you know that need it, and listen again next week for yet another Monday Minute. If you have not taken time to subscribe to Monday Minute, be sure you do, and be sure and tell at least 3 other directors about this important broadcast. Until this time next week, this is Ken Freeman reminding you, keep up the good work you're doing. You are making a difference, and the other side just can't stand it. Thanks for listening.